How do you feel about celibacy?
No, is you talking about? Why you wait till right now to ask me about some celibacy? No, what is you talking about? Yo, YouTube, what's going on? This is Spider Sage, and I'm back at it again with another video. Now, first and foremost, I want to say thank you for all the subscribers, all the likes, all the comments, all that. It really does push me forward. It's really encouraging to see all that. I'm almost at 50 subscribers, and I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I do want to do something for 50 subscribers. I'm working on music right now, so maybe I'll post a little snippet of what I've been working on once I hit 50 subscribers. But please, that's the new goal. That's my goal right now, is just to get to 50 subscribers by the end of the month. I'm sure we'll hit it, but today I'm be reacting to another Pop the Balloon video. Catch me live as well. I'm gonna be going live. I'm gonna be playing just video games. I'll be playing everything. I'm thinking about playing SpongeBob, honestly. SpongeBob, I want to try Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So, you know, catch me on stream. I'll be streaming on YouTube. And also, I'm going to have some commentaries coming. I'm going to have some commentary gameplay coming. So be on the lookout for that too. Not commentary gameplay, but commentary reviews, you know, stuff like that. I'm going to try to do more than just the reaction videos right now, but I'm busy. I'm busy creating a lot of things right now. But I do appreciate all the follows, all the views. If you like the video, if you like me, you like looking at me, you like hearing my voice, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And we back at it with another video. Let's go! All right, let's get right into it, guys. Let's not even waste no time.
We're here with another episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, and we've got some beautiful single ladies lined up. Make some noise, ladies!
Let's just check it out real quick. I like white top, second white top, she nice. And the light skin and the brown. Otherwise, this decent kinda, this lineup kinda decent. It ain't too crazy.
Okay, you guys sound so ready. So I'm gonna be bringing out some single men when they come around this corner. If you're feeling him, you like what you see, all that good stuff, do not pop your balloon. However, if there's anything that you're really not feeling, he says something that's crazy, whatever it is, go ahead and pop your balloon, and I'll go over to you and see why you ended up popping. You guys ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and bring out our first single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
You got that shit on.
My name is Shad, I'm 34.
And Shad, what do you do?
I'm the owner of Opulence Imports in South Florida. And basically, we do performance parts for vehicles. We ship worldwide, and we actually do track builds as well.
Okay. What do you like to do for fun?
So, jet skis, dirt bikes.
Okay.
I like to play pool,
Okay.
swimming, going to the beach, and I like to dance.
All right. Now, what do you look for in a woman?
I look for a caring woman,
Okay.
someone that's kind, considerate, knows what she wants out of life, creative. Yeah.
Okay.
And a nurturer.
All right. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Lack of empathy.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say selfishness.
Okay.
Not having vision, a purpose for your life.
Okay.
And I'd say that's it for now.
Okay. No, that's good.
He's gonna get one,
All right,
guys.
so none of the ladies have popped their balloon yet. You're doing well. So let me go ahead and hand you a pick. I'm gonna have you hold on to that, and I know this is the hard part, but I'm gonna have you pop 2 balloons. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop 2 balloons. I know, everyone says that.
You are all beautiful ladies.
Yes, they are.
Off rip, if I had to pop just 2 in the beginning, I'm going the moo moo milk dress lady. I don't know about what she got on, and she really not my type. She look a little bit older, and probably yeah, it is hard, but probably the young lady at the end, at the very end, I'd probably get her out next. Those would be my 2 though, just my 2.
Okay, and one more.
Great minds.
Come on, Shad. You.
Is he crazy? Dog, you're losing it. He's
Start
losing
with the
it.
first one you ended up popping. If we can have your name and age.
Hi, I'm Carmela and I'm 31.
And Carmela, what do you do?
I'm a flight attendant.
Right. So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I was just listening to everything that he said. He seemed very mature, so I just wanted to hear more.
Okay. Is he someone that is your type?
Yes, absolutely.
So why did we end up popping her balloon?
You're a very beautiful woman. I love your locks. You did a great job with your makeup. Your lashes on fleek.
Okay.
Who still says fleet? Come on, man. Ain't no hate.
I'd say, based off of the lineup here, more of the physique, I'd be a little bit more attracted to some of the other women based on that.
Okay, no problem. Thank
But
you.
you're beautiful,
Thank you.
as I said before.
Let's go to the next one here. Let's start with your name and age.
Mimi, 28.
And Mimi, what do you do?
I'm a clinical therapist.
Okay. So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I just wanted to hear him out. I liked the things he said about what he did for fun. Very spontaneous. So, yeah, I just wanted to hear him out.
Okay. So why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Beautiful smile. I love the nose piercings. They're nice. Your attire is A1. You know, I don't really have any complaints about you. I'd say I'm just more physically drawn to the other women. That's it. You know.
No problem.
Each his
Nothing
own.
against you.
To each his own.
Thank you. Okay.
I don't
let's
understand
head
it.
on
I
back.
don't understand it at all. Now, the older woman, I guess she's not older. She's 31. She ain't too far off from me. But definitely I wouldn't go with that, especially being like a flight attendant. I don't know if you guys know, but there's a list. There's a list of jobs that you're not supposed to date. If she say she got a flight attendant, she a nurse, you know, a bartender, you know. It's a list. But ain't no stereotypical, no, we not gonna stereotype her or nothing. But I just want to go for it. I understand what he's saying. And the second woman, you know, that is definitely my type. I think she's, honestly, the best looking one in the lineup. And, you know, to each his own, you know, to each his own. Can't be mad at it.
All right. So we do have 5 remaining ladies. Go ahead and ask them a question to help you narrow it down.
In a society that I would say glorifies extrinsic values such as wealth and social status, what would be an intrinsic value that is important to you?
Intrinsic.
Let's start here. Name and age.
Hey, my name's Shalane. I am 32 years old.
And Shalane, what do you do?
I am an office manager for like a really big company, and I also model part-time to supplement that income.
All right. So if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
Get your money up.
I'm thinking empathy maybe would be a good answer. Like, I kind of forgot the question.
You want me to repeat it for you?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so what would be an intrinsic value that is important to you?
Okay, yeah, so my answer stands. It would be empathy. I think navigating this society, this world with empathy is super important because it allows you to like understand people and just you're able to kind of relate to people more and just have more compassion towards people. And I think having compassion towards your fellow humans is super important. So that's something I put high value on.
I appreciate your answer.
Now, this is an interesting thing. Empathy, sure, it's important. It's important to be able to look at somebody and understand what they're going through and treat them properly. I think in today's society, especially with this whole, this new spiritual movement, empathy, being an empath, things like that have really been pushed to the forefront. While I think empathy is important to be able to understand your partner, I don't think it is the most important thing in the world. Empathy could be a double-edged sword, though. The thing with empathy is you can't give too much of yourself. You can't be too overly involved with somebody. And I think if you're too empathic, you're too understanding, you get taken advantage of, you don't stand up for who you are, you kind of lose that character and that presence in the relationship. So even if it's just between you and your partner, you're too empathic, you're too understanding, it can be to your own detriment. So while empathy, yeah, I do look for, I guess, a woman who understands me, is not in a way of like emotionally trying to understand me, just logically understanding and moving, but still being individual. I don't know how I'm put this, but that's just my take on it. That's just my take.
Your name and age.
Hi, my name is Lynn. I'm 28.
And Lynn, what do you do?
I'm a design engineer.
Okay, so if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
What do you mean by intrinsic?
Okay, so extrinsic would be in the realm of social status, popularity, wealth. So basically the opposite of that, something you can't see physically off, initial, something that's like internal. You
That
see
I
what I'm saying?
value?
Yes.
Okay. For me, I would say humbleness. Just based off what I do for work and how far I've come, I would say that I'm very humble with where I am today. And I just feel like
Take your time.
yeah, I would say humbleness just because like life is short and you never know the different paths that people walk. So I'd never judge a book by its cover, regardless of how much money you have or how much money you don't. I just feel that everyone should just be humble. And yeah, I would say humbleness. Based off like my lifestyle and and kind of like my day to day, I don't feel that I'm better or lesser than anyone. It's kind of just like, I just view everyone as equal, essentially. Yeah, it's humbleness. Yeah.
I appreciate your answer and your transparency. And you say you were 28?
Yes, 28.
Beautiful.
All right, let's go.
Now with humble, I don't subscribe to humble. I don't consider myself a humble person. I don't even encourage people to be humble. Humbleness, I think, in today's society gets stigmatized as having just like she said, an equalized view of everybody. And I don't feel that way about myself. I don't feel like I'm quote unquote better in a general sense, but there are things I'm better at than you. There's things that I can do better. There's qualities that I have that I display better than other people. So I don't really consider humbleness a trait that I look for, nor is it an important trait for me to cultivate. Rather, I think gratitude is more important. Being humble, I think the end result of what people want from being humble is what gratitude is to me. Gratitude is just being happy that everybody is where they're at, happy you are where you're at, grateful for just where you are. Now, I don't think humble is a bad answer, but it's not something that I think would really denote how a relationship would go. Sure, if somebody's headstrong and somebody's full of themselves, that's not too attractive either. But I'd rather have somebody who's just a little bit more confident, just a little bit more cocky, not, extravagantly, but just a little cocky and grateful for what they can do than somebody who's just humble and he doesn't have that same gratitude for life. That's me though. That's just me. When I'm looking for somebody, I need to see that sparkle, that gratitude in your eyes.
Your name and age.
My name is Waverly, and I am 30 years old.
Okay, and Waverly, what do you do?
I am a digital marketing manager and a college professor and consultant.
Hey!
Great.
Hey!
So if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
An intrinsic value that I really value is going to be my faith, just because it's taken me a long way in life. And it's something that like you can essentially hold close to you at night. Like when the money's gone, if you don't have a place to sleep, like the Father, the Holy Spirit, Yeshua is my foundation.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's perfect.
And over here, your name and age.
I hate to shit on Christianity, but I have to every time I get the chance. I'm just gonna do my big one. But yeah, Christianity is a lie. Having faith is cool. Have faith in yourself. Have gratitude. Have faith in yourself. Have the self-assuredness that you need to go out into the world and produce. Don't give your power to outside gods. These images were never supposed to be created in the first place. So don't give your power, don't give worship to these idols, to these images, to these concepts, these ideas. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's God, whether you call him Yahweh, Allah, whatever you call it. You are within that spirit. You are an incarnation of God. You don't have to worship God. That's how I see it. Moving on.
Ayana, and I'm 27.
Ayana, what do you do?
I'm a personal trainer.
And if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
Okay. So what I would say is what I learned throughout my years is definitely being adaptive and being able to give yourself grace. Life is not perfect. You're going to go through things. You're going to go through ups and downs. So I feel like it's up to the person to know, okay, let me adjust or let me pivot a little bit and move forward. It's not trying to fit in a box or fit societal norms.
I like that.
So
I
that's
like
what
that.
I would say is the main factor that I take in. It's always being adaptive and giving myself grace when things don't work out the way I want.
Perfect. I love it.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. I love that.
All right, if we can have your name and age.
Hi, I'm Nia. I'm 32.
And what do you do?
So I'm an insurance claims adjuster, bartender, singer-songwriter, model, overall creative.
Very busy. All right, if you want to go ahead and answer his question.
So an intrinsic value that I have is accountability. Whenever I feel as though that I've mistreated someone, I automatically apologize. Or even if they didn't state that they felt harmed, I recap things that happened and I reach out to them and say, hey, was this an issue? Like, how can we fix this? Were you okay with this? So I would say accountability.
Okay, cool.
Wonderful. I love it. Thank you.
All right, so we did get 2 pops back here. Why did we end up popping our balloon?
For me, it was just the initial attraction. It just wasn't immediate. But I liked everything you had to say, though.
Thank you.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yes, definitely. You know, I like her whole decorum.
Thank you.
You know, her sense of style is amazing. You know, I love women, so, you know, yeah. I say that to say that I don't have many deal breakers when it comes to like how a woman puts herself together. That's what I mean by I love women. So I would never, if I see a woman that takes time and to put into her appearance, whether it's makeup, whether it's her lashes, whether it's her hair, you know, accessories, stuff like that, I look at that as she's putting forth the effort and trying to show me her best side, you know? So that's what I meant by your decorum. And
Thank you.
Put on back.
He's a gentleman. You know, he's a real gentleman.
Ebony? You wish you could cover your
Let's get
husband.
this ad, y'all.
Okay, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I love how you're dressed. You look good. You clearly, you know, take pride in your appearance. You came out here today and you look good. When she gave her answer about religion and she said her intrinsic value is like religion and her faith and all of that, you said that it was your response was perfect, I think. I'm not a religious person, so if you value that, then I'm probably like not the person for you because I'm not a religious person. So that's why I popped.
And if you don't mind me asking, what do you believe in?
Honestly, right now, I'm not sure. I grew up Pentecostal, like heavily Christian. But right now, I don't have any core beliefs in terms of religion.
Okay, well, I respect that.
Okay.
You know, I would never put anyone down based on their journey because we're all on a journey.
Absolutely.
You know? So I respect that. I believe that two adults could have different belief systems and still respect each other.
Okay.
You know, so I respect you.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. Now, is she someone that's your type?
Absolutely. I'm, you know, all beautiful ladies.
Thank you.
You know, I love the shortcut.
Oh, word.
I do. You know, the color in the hair, everything is, you know.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, thank you. Okay, so we've got 3 ladies
She
left.
liked
Go ahead and ask.
that the short hair comment. I don't know why. A lot of women nowadays they cut in their hair. Like my girlfriend, she cuts her hair a lot, and I think it's sexy. You know, I like when a girl cuts her hair. I don't really mind too much about the appearance of a woman. I don't care too much. As long as you take care of yourself, you smell good, you look presentable, and you're a good person. You are pleasant to be around. You are nice. You are kind. You are, you a nice human being. As long as you doing that, then it don't really matter too much what you look like. As long as you put it together. Now, short hair girls, they winning nowadays. Short hair girls really winning nowadays. I can't lie.
Ask them another question.
What is a passion of yours? Say it's okay if your passion brings you money, but if you were to do something that did not pay you money and you would still find enjoyment out of that, what would that passion be?
Okay. Let's start over here.
My name and age again?
Oh, just answer the question.
Answer the question. Okay. A passion of mine is actually homemaking. Like, I love curating an environment for my friends and family that feels warm and welcoming. So, like, from cooking, baking, hosting, yeah, I love all of that. Yeah.
Cool.
I appreciate your answer.
And over here, answer this question.
Fitness. I love the gym. I live in the gym most of the time. So as long as I'm able to do that, it just makes me feel more so wholesome. Yeah.
Cool. And let's go to our last lady, your answer.
So obviously I would say singing, songwriting. I just really love incorporating sounds of nature in order to just really relax humanity. So.
Okay.
Can I ask her a question? What genre of music do you sing?
Oh, so originally I started with R&B, but I'm kind of all over the place right now. I want to dab into, I'm a piano. I also want to do a little bit of rap, a little bit of alternative, but mainly R&B.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, it is time to pop a balloon. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop one.
I really wonder who he's gonna pick. I think he gonna keep black dress. Yeah, I think he gonna keep black dress.
So why did you have your balloon unpop?
So I wanted to hear him out. I think he's a well-versed person. But for me, originally, I was going to pop because he seemed very hesitant when it came to me. And then I heard him talking about like body physiques and stuff like that, which is fine. You like what you like. So me just thinking of the lineup, I'm like, okay, he has a better, stance with my other beautiful women compared to me. So that's what it was. That was my thought.
Got it. So why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Be honest with you, when I saw you do that pump fake,
Jesus.
I was like, yeah, I didn't even have to think after that. At first it was hard.
He caught it.
Because I was really examining all three exceptional options. All three of you are my type. You get what I'm saying? So I see beauty in different ways. So maybe one thing might not fit me, but maybe you might fit me. So I just popped basically because I saw you do the pump fake, like you about to pop it. So I was like, you know what? If you're hesitant about me, then I'd rather go with someone that's sure.
Yes, definitely. We're besties. We were thinking the same thing. You pump faded.
Yeah, we locked in for that. Yeah.
But yes.
All right.
This guy is killing the game right now. This guy is killing it. He's going to get one for sure. He's definitely going to get one. This is like the example to be followed. He didn't come on here trying to be funny. He didn't come on here trying to play games. He got to the point. He wasn't being stigmatizing like he really put when Arlette asked him, what do you like? What don't you like? He gave real, respectable answers. He didn't say nothing about nobody's wig. He ain't say nothing about nobody's clothes. He really kept it real with all of these women and gave them real explanations, gave them real qualifications. I don't really agree with all the questions he asked. Like, I wouldn't ask about personal hobbies if I'm trying to figure out if you're a good match. Things for me is like religion, what do you believe in, stuff like that. Practices, what do you do every day? How do you take care of yourself? Work, what do you do for work? Because that's important to me too. Stuff like that. But to each his own. If that's an important question for him, that's an important question for him. But yeah, this guy he's leading by example for sure. And he got that shit on, boy. That boy clean as hell. I can't lie. I really like that burgundy, or is it orange? I'm not sure. But I really like that turtleneck. He got it going on for real.
Thank you. Okay, Shad, go ahead and ask our two remaining ladies another question.
And the shoes! The shoes clean.
Do you value romance And if you do, what would be a romantic date in your mind? You know, from start to finish, what would your ideal romantic date be?
Okay, start there and then come back. All right.
So a romantic date for me would, well, I don't know. I would say I'm very easygoing. We can honestly do whatever. It really depends on how attentive we are to each other. If we're actively listening, you could even just pick an apple off the tree and just tell me to eat it. And I know it sounds real corny, but I'm someone who's real simple. Like, we can just take a walk in the park, have a really in-depth conversation. So, and then in the night under the stars, maybe just sitting on a blanket. So.
Great answer. Great answer.
Gotta skip the ad, man. This is tough.
All right, and over here.
Piggybacking maybe on her "Don't Be Cheap Now." I like really elevated like dining experiences. So maybe a nice dinner, but then after dinner being able to like go dancing, whether it be like salsa. I really love like soca music. Yeah, so
No, she's cultured. Now, this is a cultured woman. Not to say the other women aren't cultured or anything, but she really does. She likes that she likes the finer things of life. You know, dancing after eating is crazy. I can't lie. I would definitely dance before I eat, but I don't want to be sweaty while I'm eating at the restaurant at the same time. Am I thinking this too much? I'm probably overthinking this. But still, that's the finer things in life. I would love to go dancing, you know, but it's hard to find. Most women don't like to dance, you know, and they don't want to really dance, get that ballroom dancing on. So she's into the finer things for sure.
Activity and food in combination would be nice.
Okay. Ladies.
Great answer.
I'm gonna switch it on over to them now. So, ladies, any questions for him? You have one? Okay.
Yeah, I have several.
Go for it.
Okay. My first one is: do you partake in any what's it called? Any drug use of any kind?
No, I do not.
Okay. Oh, I can keep going?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We here, girl.
What is if you are a man of faith, like what is your faith in, like what does your day-to-day look like with spending time with God, if that's something that you do?
Here we go, y'all. Here we go, y'all.
So I'm a Christian, and basically my day-to-day walk would be me waking up in the morning. First thing I do, I have like a bottle of water by my bed. I drink that. I pray to God, you know, thank him for waking me up this morning, for giving me all my faculties on my body are in perfect working order. You know, a lot of people take that for granted, you know, to be able to just wake up and get out of your bed on your own will and to be healthy, you know. So I don't take that for granted, and I thank him every day for that. That's the first thing I do. And then I ask him to basically guide my steps throughout the day, you know. So from I wake up, you know, everything from what I eat to, you know, showering, I'm always like talking to him at different intervals of the day. Like I'd say like a little short prayer, like, all right, I'm about to go on the street. You know, there's traffic out there. People meet in traffic. I just ask for guidance along my journey to get there and get back to my family, you know, safely. Mm-hmm. And that's it.
Do you have kids, and where do you live?
The funny thing with that religion statement is that he really didn't give any credence to how religion plays a role in his life. And this is the problem with most Christians, especially younger Christians. I feel like after like the baby boomers, some Gen Xers too, some Gen Xers are very heavy and they're very understanding with their Christian theology. They understand the history, they understand the text, and they understand other religions too. They don't just understand their denomination. But what I find with like millennials and Gen Zers is that their form of Christianity is severely watered down, like more watered down than what it is for like the boomers and Xers and the silent generation. For us, it's just like they don't even know what denomination, they just say they're Christian, and that's not enough. There's so many forms of Christian. You really do have to, when you're talking to me at least, You have to really tell me what denomination of Christian you are, so I can understand you. You feel me? Because a Baptist is different from a Lutheran. A Lutheran is different from a Pentecostal. A Pentecostal is different from a Catholic. A Catholic is different from a Jehovah's Witness. They're all different. Every Christian is different. They all have different rules, different things. There are certain trends, but even with like, who do you believe is God? Because she believes Jesus, Yahweh, not Yahweh. She said Yeshua. She said she believes Yeshua is God. That is a more Catholic way of thinking. She actually believes Jesus is divinity, whereas most of these, I'm not going to say all of them, but a lot of Protestant religions view Jesus as God's son. And that delineation is made very clearly. And some religions use it interchangeably. He is God, he is God's son. So it's very interesting to see. I would definitely think she's more orthodox. I believe she's more orthodox than anything else. But with his whole practice, he says he gets up in the morning and he's thankful for his faculties, his mental faculties. He's healthy and everything. He drinks his water first thing in the morning. That's what I do too, dog. Like, you don't have to be Christian in order to do that. That doesn't speak to your Christianity in any way, shape, or form. When I wake up in the morning, I don't thank God that I'm alive. I don't thank God that I have my mental faculties. I'm just thankful to be here. In whatever way, shape, or form, however I got here, I say, damn, I'm in this bitch again. And I'm good, Like, I have my health, I have my mental faculties. I'm doing so much better than a lot of people around this world. I have a roof over my head. I got this water easily accessible to me. Clean, drinking water, easily accessible to me. I got heat. Got a car, I got a lot of things going on for myself that a lot of people just don't have. And I don't think you need to be Christian to have that gratitude. And that's why I think it's so important. Christians will emphasize humbleness, but gratitude is more important. Being grateful is way more important than being humble, in my opinion. Oh, and then with the constant praying to God, he said he constantly, all day, he's praying to God, asking him to get him to point A to point B, make sure I get home safe, asking and consulting God for answers, basically. And this is my biggest problem with Christians, is that they treat God almost as like a problem solver. You go to God when you have your problems. It's not too much, and I'm not saying this is all Christians, but when you hear the testimonials of these Christians, most of the time it's why they believe in God or why they pray to God is so that God can help them. And there's no problem with that. Everybody needs help, but that's not a real relationship with God. That's not what, if you read the Bible, that's not how God wants you to treat him, I do think it's funny because this constant worrying, constant thinking throughout the day, make sure I get home safe, constantly talking, this constant chatter in your head is exactly what they want you to do. And I'm not going to say who, but this idea that you have to be constantly in your head thinking, otherwise you might lose control of your life, is a lie. When you're aligned. Alignment is found within. You don't have to seek alignment from without. You don't have to ask God for validation. You don't have to ask the universe for validation. You don't have to ask anybody for validation. You feel alignment within your heart. I do think the Bible is important because there is some mystic knowledge that has been lost. But yes, the kingdom of God is in your heart. It's in your heart. If you focus on your heart center, you will feel when you're aligned with something. I promise you. But let's keep going.
I do not have any children as of yet, and I live in South Florida.
Okay.
Do you have any children?
No.
And where do you live?
I live in Dallas.
Texas. Okay. Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Good.
Yes.
All right.
I think he's going to take black dress, though.
Okay. Any questions over here?
Take black
Absolutely.
Dress.
Do you believe in crying in front of your woman?
That's a funny question. That's a funny one.
I'm not a very crying person, you know what I'm saying? But I do show emotion, and I do show vulnerability. But to break out crying, I'm not built like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm built as, I have like an intestinal fortitude inside of me. So if something's going bad, I regather myself, and I think of solutions on how I could get over that obstacle. So for me to get to the point of crying, that's never gonna happen. Or before I say never, it would rarely, like the chances are very slim. You know what I'm saying? But I would express to you like, hey, babe, something going on with me right now. I'm not feeling, certain things, and I probably bounce some ideas off you, and because I like the inside of a woman as well. I'm very driven, I'm very focused, and I know what I want. But at the same time, I have a partner. I like to see things through her eyes, through her vision, because believe it or not, I don't know everything. My woman might see something that I can't see. You know what I'm saying? So I value her input, her opinion, and her guidance as well.
So is it something that you're comfortable with if it were to happen to the point where you couldn't compartmentalize it anymore?
I'm actually stuck on this, though. I think that was a good answer. I don't know why he's stuck on this. Just say yes.
I believe in mental health. So if it gets to a point where my mental health is in danger, then of course you got to let it out. You know what I'm saying? Of course, yeah, you got to let it out and kind of purge yourself of, you know what I'm saying, whatever, that hurt, whatever it is, so yes, if it comes to that point where my mental health would be on the verge of breaking, I would definitely, have that outpour.
Okay.
Do you have any children, and where do you live?
I don't have any.
I think it's a fascinating question. I've definitely cried in front of women before. My current girlfriend, I think she's seen me cry like 3 times over 3 years. So once a year I cry basically with her. And it's really when, stress is building up from just, living in this world. Living in this world is pretty tough. So it gets stressful. When I was trucking and I really didn't understand too much and I thought I was going to fail and I was waking up at 3 a.m., the stress builds up. So sometimes, yeah, as a man, you do need a woman to really sit with you sometimes, because another man, your boy, your homeboy, whatever, he can definitely help you out, talk you down out of some things, but it's just different when a woman does it. When a woman does it and she's really soft, she's really understanding, she can really talk you down out of something. And when it's the woman you love, it empowers you after that. So she takes this moment of vulnerability and makes it into a moment of power, a moment of understanding for yourself. And that's the beauty of a lot of women. A lot of women are really good with that emotional configuration. They can transform negative emotions into something so positive. You see a lot of women, especially like on social media, they're public and open with what they're going through emotionally, and it's transformative for them to get it out there, to express it, and then they can put that energy, retransform it into something better for themselves. With a lot of men, though, we struggle with that sometimes, Me personally, yeah, I put a lot of my problems out on the internet and I didn't care because I knew it would help me transform. I've always been in touch with my feminine side. Naturally, I've always had that emotional understanding, and I've always been just a little bit more sensitive. So I don't try to go overboard, but yeah, moments do catch me. Some moments will catch me in the moment. I get pissed off, like, damn, I'll fuck this whole shit up and I don't care type shit, I'll really spaz and I'll really regret what I did later. But at the same time, I can get so low where it's like I don't want to do anything. So it is that emotional regulation that men just seem to lack nowadays, because I feel like we can't be as open and honest, which doesn't allow for that transformation like most women can do naturally. A lot of women are just proficient at this naturally. And I think it's because of the society, how we are raised. Men, don't cry, little boy, don't cry. Go pick up a hammer and go hit something. And with girls, they're much more social. So when there's a problem between girls at a young age, they have to communicate, have to talk it out, let them know how they felt so they can resolve, say they're sorry. And for a lot of boys, that just doesn't happen. I know I could go on all day. I can go on all day, but we're going to keep going.
Any kids, but I currently live in Dallas, Texas.
Okay. And are you okay with commuting to Florida?
Yeah, I love traveling.
Okay, perfect. Wonderful.
Okay, those are 2 wonderful ladies. They had a lot of great responses. I know this one's going to be tough for you, but we do have to pop a balloon. Oh, let's go on over there.
That's unbelievable.
All right, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Unbelievable.
I just really feel like they'd be a beautiful pair, for sure. So,
okay,
yeah.
well.
Hey, blocking your own blessings, but is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, because you don't know.
I'm a sucker for African men. You're African, right?
We're all from
Understandable.
Africa.
Well, I mean, yeah. It's given African, but yeah, it just seems like y'all would be such a beautiful pair, for sure.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
back then.
She took herself out the running.
Okay, let me bring you on up here with us. Come on up here with us. Let me have you scoot that way. Have you stand over here. All right, y'all. Any final question between the two of you before we determine if this is a match?
Yes. How do you feel about celibacy?
Hell no. Fuck is you talking about? Why you wait till right now to ask me about some damn celibacy? Fuck no. What is you talking about?
I'm guessing you're saying celibacy towards marriage, or?
Correct.
Okay.
Fuck no.
I mean, I'm a Christian man, so I respect that. And it's not a deal breaker for me because I have built up a emotional intelligence and
Nah.
you know my just I don't have anything against it.
Have you ever practiced celibacy?
Yes, I have.
While in a relationship?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I'll buy it.
Was it successful?
I'll buy it. I'll buy it, dog. I do not buy it. This boy.
Sometimes it's not. I mean, God gives grace.
Yeah, so you're saying, have I practiced celibacy in a relationship and was it successful?
Yes. Were you successful in the celibacy?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
So he's been married before? Because that's what that means. All right.
Okay, white gender poppin'.
I think it was the hesitation at the beginning
Definitely,
about the
for sure.
celibacy, and then when you were explaining like your day-to-day like walk with the Lord, I think prayer is one aspect, but I'm also looking for someone who like incorporates like reading their Bible into that as well, because I think it can be hard to hear from God. Like, yes, we're praying, but it can be hard to hear from God if we're not also reading His Word, and that wasn't something that you mentioned. So I think it's the combination of the two.
Okay, I respect that. I mean, I do read my Bible.
Okay.
You know, it's just in the unconventional setting that we're in right now, it slipped my mind. I'm not going to remember every little thing, every little
No, that's
detail.
fair, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you would have asked me that, I would have, you know, gracefully just answered and tell you, yes, I do read my Bible at some point during the day.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.